तन है यहाँ मेरा मन है वतन, उड़ता हूँ मैं कब बाबा के संग। तन है यहाँ मेरा मन है वतन, उड़ता हूँ मैं अब बाबा के संग। प्रभु प्रेम की इन किरणों से गद गद हो रहा है अंग अंग। अब पैर जमीन पे नहीं रहते, जब छूटा माया के चंगुल से। जो प्यार मिला मुझे तुमसे, वर्णन करूं मैं कैसे मुख से। ये दिल जानता है बाबा, दिखता है जो नैनों के नूर से। जो प्यार मिला मुझे तुमसे।
Om Shanti, and a very good morning and a very warm welcome to everyone. To continue the Murli that we were sharing yesterday, Murli dated 31st December 1994. The title of the Murli being Celebrate the New Year as the Year of Good Wishes and the Embodiment of Virtues. And a few reflects on what Baba told us yesterday in the Murli. One, he told us about our old sanskars that we would have in body consciousness versus our original sanskars, the original sanskars of the angelic deity form versus the old sanskars which are the Maya Rupi form. Baba also talked about having a stable state, to be sweet, speak good, and send good vibrations to everyone, not see their negativity, not discuss about their negativity, and have purity. And lastly, Baba did tell us about moving from reasons to solution, from Karan se Nivaran. And now to continue the Murli further. What is the second speciality you will bring about in this year? In the new year, firstly, you give greetings. And what else do you give along with greetings? What you give is gifts. Do you give gifts to everyone or only to some? So, in this new year, whosoever comes into contact or connection with you, whenever they come into contact with you, whether they are a part of the Brahmin family or whether they are other souls, constantly give them the gift of sweet words, the gift of words of love. And secondly, constantly give them a gift of one or another virtue or power. You can give a gift in even 1 second. In 1 second, you can give a wish of some good blessings, some virtue, some shubh bhavna, some shubh kamna, and you can leave the other person with an experience of getting contributed. You cannot say that you did not have any time. Neither did the receiver have any time or did the giver have any time. It just takes a second. However, if you have an attitude of elevated wishes and elevated feelings, then in 1 second's thought, with your drishti and a smile from your heart, you can give someone a lot in even 1 second. Whoever can recollect or has an experience of coming in contact with dadis or didis or even the bhaijis, the moment you stand in front of them and have an exchange of drishti, you have an experience of left getting contributed. Give a gift to whosoever comes. Do not let them go back empty handed. So, do you have this many gifts? Or will they finish after you give them for 2 days? Do you have such a stock? All that you need to do is whosoever you come in touch with, whether you know them or you don't know them, that kind of humbleness in your eyes and a smile, a warm smile on your face, giving the other person an experience of getting welcomed, being welcomed. That is all that you can stand to give as a gift. And all that it takes is just 1 second. And the benefit of giving this is first, you are the one who'll get a taste of it because it touches you before it reaches the other person. Do you have such a stock? Are all of you full? Or has the stock of some of you become depleted? It has not become depleted, has it? Baba is asking. Those whose stock is very little, those who feel that the stock is very little, raise your hand. You will fill it, will you not? Those at the back are raising their hand. And where are they from? Which zone are they from? Are they from Bharat or from foreign lands? They must not have understood. They do not even understand the language. You're talking about some people, maybe in Bharat or maybe in foreign lands who don't understand the language. Because Baba used to usually conduct the session, the Murli in Hindi. They do not even understand the language. It does not matter. But what really matters is that they have the faith and devotion. The language of purity doesn't require anything else. They have that faith and devotion. They do not understand the language, but they have that devotion and faith. So, whoever is lacking in their stock, give a note to Janak, that is Janki Dadi, and she will take class on it. There should not be anything lacking, should there? It is not good if you are the children of the bestower and you have something lacking. This is why you have to become full before you return. Do not go back with any weaknesses. Together with the year, with this year on the 31st of December 1994, also bid farewell to the weaknesses before you go. So Baba today is telling us, consider today is the last day of the year. Let go, bid farewell to all the weaknesses and let the weaknesses go. So what do you have to do? It should not be that you have gifts tomorrow only. Continue to give gifts throughout the year. No one should go back without receiving a gift. Whoever has got an experience of going to the center, if you go and say that it's your Lokik birthday or any other special occasion which is there in your life, just tell it to any of the sisters and see what happens. Suddenly the sisters, whoever is there, they will all gather, they'll shower you with blessings, with good wishes. They'll give you a blessing card, they'll give you a rose, they'll give you some toli, and lastly, and most importantly, they will give you drishti. So make sure that whoever you come in touch with, even for a second, you leave that person contributed with the gift of your drishti, of Shubh Bhavna and Shubh Kavna. So it would be so good then when you give anyone who comes a little gift with love, he becomes so happy. It is not the same thing that is seen, but it is the gift, the form of love that is seen. What is given really does not matter. The feelings behind what is given is what matters. The thought that you matter, that is what matters. No one would become very prosperous with the gifts, but they can become prosperous with the love. So profound this is, that not that people are deprived of anything if they don't get the gifts, but they have an experience of prosperity of the love that they receive in the form of the gift, which is more of the thought than what the product is. So give love and receive love. If anyone does not give you love, then just take love from that person. This is to be underlined. If anyone does not give you love, then just take love from that person. And love might show up in any form. Sometimes people get angry with us, but even behind that anger, there is love. There is a concern. So see that love is coming in which form. Rather than getting carried away by the form, look at the love that is there behind that form. You know how to take it, do you not? Or would you be shy thinking, how can I take it? There is no harm in this taking. Even if that person is angry with you, you should take that as a form of love. You are the transformers. If, if we are there in living a lucky life and say, parents or anyone else scold us that you've not eaten well, you've not come home in time, you've not taken care, maybe the language may not be the nicest one, but the bhavana, the concern behind, is because there is love. So get that love, even if it doesn't come in the sweetest of the forms. You are the transformers. You remember, do you not, that you raised your hand that you're transformers, that you are world transformers? So, can those who are world transformers not change the negative into positive? And that is what it means, transform, giving that form a new look. It's up to you how to perceive. Can you change it? So, this year, constantly give love and receive love. Do not then say, no one gave you love. So, what can I do? Whether some give it or not, you just take it. They will give something, whether it is negative or positive. They will give something. However, A world transformers, change the negative into positive. Do you understand what you have to do this year? Have you understood it clearly? Or will you then say that you have understood only a little? that you did not understand fully. So when things appear negative to you, then the place to take a stop, take a pause and check is that it is Maya. It is body consciousness that would allow you to look at the negative in the negative. But when you're coming from a soul consciousness, when you're coming from a consideration, we're coming from compassion, then you will be able to see beyond that negation and you'll even see the love, the positive in that negative. All of you are raising your hand in the affirmative that you've understood it fully. Baba's asking, what will the double followers do? Baba's asking Renu Ben over here, who's there on the group today, and a few other double foreigners, that what are you going to do? Will you give gifts? Acha. Renu Ben, will you give a gift to everyone? You can unmute yourself. Yes? Okay, she's giving a thumbs up. Okay. You have become bestowers. Baba's congratulating them. Congratulations for having become bestowers. Bab Dada sees one thing of the children every day. Baba should give you the result of the year, should he not? So, what is the one thing that Baba sees? This I and mine distress you a great deal. Main or mera. Sometimes you say I and sometimes you say mine. It troubles you in between. Do you have the consciousness of I or not? It comes sometimes, does it not? So, there is the consciousness of I and the consciousness of mine. The ear is changing, and so also transform this I and mine. Even though you may say the word I, who is this I? Who do you refer to as the original I? The body or the soul? Is it I am a soul? Or is it my soul? If you say it is my soul, then again it comes into the Maya of my, mine. But who is this my? So actually, it is I am a soul. This takes us back to the first lesson of Raj Yoga. So whenever you use the word I, why do you not keep the original form and the original meaning in your awareness? And throughout the day, you use the word I so many times. You have to use it. You have to use the word mine many times and also the word I many times. So how many times, however many times you use the word I, if you bring the original meaning of the word I into your awareness, then would the word deceive you or make you fly? Like if I say two sentences that मैं बर्दाश्त नहीं करूंगा, मैं माफ नहीं करूंगा, मैं गुस्से में हूं. This is the I of Maya, of the body consciousness. Versus when you say, मैं शांत स्वरूप आत्मा हूं, मैं शक्ति स्वरूप आत्मा हूं, बाबा मेरा है. So here the mind and I is in different context. It comes from the context of soul consciousness, of bliss. So it would make you fly, would it not? So whenever you use the word I, think, I am a soul. मैं आत्मा हूँ. Because you cannot stay without using the word I and mine. You have to use them, and you also have the habit of I and mine. Because to refer to things or as a reference point, you have to use the word I. Your sanskars of I and mine have become very firm, have they not? So whenever you use the word I at that time, think, who am I? I am not a body. I have a body. Body consciousness comes when I consider I to be a body. But you say the body is mine, do you not? ये मेरा शरीर है. That is why when anyone introduces themselves who comes from the body consciousness, they will say मेरा नाम है. But who comes from soul consciousness, who doesn't say that this is my body, would come and say शरीर का नाम है. And then that is how they would address themselves. But you say that the body is mine, do you not? Or do you say I, the body? Do you even say by mistake that you are the body? You say that मैं शरीर हूँ, or you say that शरीर मेरा है. You would not say even by mistake that you are the body, would you? So the word I is given that gives more awareness and power. It is not one that makes you fall. So you have to bring about this transformation, do you not? You are the true world transformers, Baba is asking you. Are you not the true world transformers? Just be careful. Do not become weak. Do not get into the meh like the sheep. And the meh is of the ego. In the Murli, I've heard this, some dadi saying, मैं कौन करता है? मैं तो बकरी करती है. So don't get into the meh of ego. So transform the meaning of the word I. Whenever you use the word I, stabilize yourself in that form. And when you use the word mine, then who is mine? First of all, Baba. Baba is mine. Is it Baba, or is there someone else also? Is there not anyone else? Throughout the day, you may have many things for which you may say mine. My nature, my sanskars, my things, my family, my center, my students, my service. Why did this one do my service? This is also coming from a body consciousness. ये तो सेवा मेरी थी. मेरी सेवा उन्होंने कैसे कर दी? Do you not say this? Well, frankly speaking, when I got into seva at the start, in the fresher days, I used to feel like this, that I must be given this seva. Why am I not given this seva? I did not do work and I did not get the credit. And that was my ignorance at that point of time. And I learned over a period of time. So do you not say this? You have this a little bit, do you not? You play this game, do you not? And that is where the vikar comes of kam, krodh, lobh, moh, and ahankar. Either it comes up also in the form of krodh, it comes in the form of lobh, that is greed. It also comes in the form of irshya, that is jealousy. It comes in form of all these vikars, all these vices. Do you not say this? You have this a little bit, do you not? You play this game, do you not? So when you remember, when you use the word mind, then first of all, remember who mind is. And remember, first of all, it is my Baba. Then remember all my other things. So can body consciousness come where there is a father? Would there be a fall? तो माया होती है, वहां पाप होता है. और जहां पाप होता है वहां बाप नहीं होता. और जहां बाप होता है वहां पाप नहीं होता. So look at and use the words I and mine with that attitude, with that vision, and with that meaning. As soon as the word mine emerges through your lips, you should first remember my Baba. Then you will become constant yogis, will you not? Because constantly at the background, you will have this belief that who is yours is Baba. Because it's been seen that you use the word I and mine in every hour. You also have to use them in your business. However many times you repeat these words I and mine, whether you say them or whether you think about them in your mind, what will you do? Will you transform the meaning? Or will you think of mine in the limited sense? After this awareness, after this knowledge, after this learning, will you yet continue to have it in the limited sense? Or now it will be Sadantar, Nirantar. It will be Sada. It will be always. You have to go into the unlimited. When you are the souls who are to transform the whole unlimited world, why do you go into the limited? You're not those who are to transform just Bharat, are you? And the double foreigners are not the transformers of just the foreign lands, are you? You are world transformers. You are Vishwa Kalyankari Atmas. So the world means unlimited. You are world transformers. You remember this firmly, do you not? So you will automatically and easily become the constant yogis. You will not have to labor because the intention and the feelings will change. When you think of I, the soul, then the feelings and intention in every word and in every action will change. Check and change that from body consciousness to soul consciousness. And it is the intention and feelings that either deceive you or give you happiness. If you reflect and see whenever you've said I or mine out of body consciousness, you must have had a pull in your heart. You must have felt heavy. Even at that point in time, if you may have got the result, but later on you must have felt heavy. Why? Because it did not come from a space of purity. So will you bring about this transformation? They do not write letters saying, don't write letters to Baba saying, Baba, मैं क्या करूं? कैसे करूं? What can I do? How can I do it? What will be the letter from everyone then will be then? The letter will be okay. And Gulzar Dadi is very beautifully said, given the meaning of okay. O means it is the sign of Shiv Baba, the Bindu that we're talking about. And K is the kingdom of where we are all the kings. So the letter will only have it saying okay. Baba will receive letters of okay, will he not? Or will he receive letters of, oh Baba, this happened and that happened? You will not write letters of what happened, will you? Bap Dada has a file for everyone's letters. He sometimes sees what letters there have been from the beginning. Whatever you think in your mind is also recorded on tape. This is Baba's system has got unlimited data storage capacity. So no matter how much you record over a period of time, it gets all recorded. And the hard disk doesn't get full as well. The new year means to bring newness. All of you love newness, do you not? Every one of us love newness. You would choose old things to keep for display, but not for using. You would think of new things for your use. So let there be newness in every aspect. Your thoughts should be new also. Make effort with entertainment. Sometimes children make effort with so much force that on seeing that, Bapdada feels pity. You battle a great deal. There is no need for it. But then also you do it. You do the battle. Why? You do it because of your own weakness, because of your own attachments. So do not make that effort that takes a lot of labor, but do it with enjoyment. Make your effort with great pleasure and enjoyment. You are enjoying yourself. What do you have to do? You remember someone or another. It is not anything new. Do you stay without remembering someone for even one moment? You remember someone or another all the time, do you not? Whether you remember a situation, whether you remember a person, or whether you remember something, you definitely remember it. There is some kind of a memory or remembrance you have about something or someone. Can you stay without remembering? So you definitely have to remember someone. And if you have to remember someone, then remember something that is useful to you. Who, who does not know how to remember? Everyone does. Is there anyone who does not know how to remember? Do all of you know how to remember? Do the little Kumaris know how to remember? Baba's asking. So when you have to remember someone, why should you not remember the one from whom you experience benefit? Again, so profound. So when you have to remember someone, why should you not remember the one from whom you experience benefit? Why should you not remember the one from whom you experience attainment? Why should you remember the one who causes you a loss? You remember that one and then also become distressed. Why should you remember that one? You should not remember anyone else. You remember people who give you the pain and then go and pretend, tell Baba, Baba, what should I do? How will I do it? So when you do, why do you cause distress to yourself? Again, that is the cycle of Maya. Let it simply be my Baba. Just remember Baba. Merge all the limited feelings of mine and just my Baba alone. These are toys in which you have one inside another, the second inside the third. This is I guess this is what Baba's talking over here is about the Russian dolls. When you open one, there is another, and when you open the second, there is the third. So merge everything in just my Baba. Shut everything in my Baba. The more you feel mine, the more it touches your heart. One is to say with your lips, my Baba, and the other is that it should touch your heart that this is my Baba. It's not something just to be uttered through your mouth. It's not only through your lips, it is coming out, my Baba. It is something that you experience by your heart. Those who accept my Baba in their heart never forget Baba. I'll take a few more minutes to complete today's part of the Murli. Look in your relations. When a close relative leaves his body and the other people do not have any gyan, they have the consciousness of mind so much. There is so much of significance around when someone leaves the body and goes away. Do they ever forget it? When they see his things or his picture, they will say mine and cause distress to themselves. They'll keep the picture in front, they'll keep on seeing, and they'll keep giving themselves that pain or hurt. They also remember the one who has won. Why? Because of mine. They even know that the one who has gone is not going to come again, and yet they remember the one who has gone. This is ignorance. So, since you have accepted from your heart my Baba, then what else could be greater than this? Is there anything greater than this? Therefore, make the common words that you use the means of the flying stage, I and mine. Use the I and mine for the flying stage, for the soul consciousness, and let your effort be entertaining. When many sit in remembrance, they just remember, I am a point of light. They cannot stabilize in the form of light. They cannot forget their body. But actually, who you are is a Jyoti Bindu. But what kind of Jyoti Bindu? Remember your titles. Every day, remember your new titles. Even when you are Jyoti Bindus, who are you? And every day, Baba gives us some swaman. And you have the list of all attainments every day, do you not? Or do some of you not have it? Do you have the list of attainments in your intellect? Not in your books, but do you have it in your intellect? Even if you do not have it, if you cannot remember the list, take it from the teachers. Go and tell the teachers and tell them to give you a blessing card and you'll get it. Or tell them to give you a drishti and they'll get it and you'll get it. And if the teacher does not have it, then take it from Madhuban. So every day, change one of your titles. Today, you are the jewel of the eyes, and tomorrow, you are the jewel of the forehead. It feels so good. And every day, keep a variety of the attainments of what Baba has given and what you have received. Every day, Baba gives us something or the other in the form of the Murli. And when you have the imperishable attainment in front of you, you experience happiness from that attainment. If, for instance, someone has a lot of pain and he receives information that he has won a lottery of 1 crore, would he remember his pain or his lottery? So attainment makes you finish sorrow and distress. This is the homework for today. Be in the experience of attainment, what you've got from Baba. And that is something that will make you finish your sorrow and distress. So every day, remember a point of new attainment. Remember your titles. Remain seated on the seat of your titles. Do not come down again and again. Do not come down again and again in body consciousness. When you sit little children on the chair to explain to them, what then happens? They want to just get down. They're mischievous, are they not? So they slip down again. So the mind is also mischievous. Baba is relating to the mind to the small child whom you want to sit, whom you want that he sits on the chair. Otherwise, no matter how much you try to set it on its seat, it gets down again. So remain set on the seat of the intoxication of your titles. And you know how to set yourself, do you not? Do you know this well? In aeroplanes, so that no one goes down, a belt is tied. You have the belt, do you not? Baba is remembering Harpreet Ben now. All of you have the belt of determined thought. Whenever you see that there is a little fluctuation, tie the belt. So the new year of this year is that Baba will not receive any negative news of anyone. Is this okay? Say Haji or Naji. Acha, double foreigners. Baba is asking them to speak up with a yes or a no. And now after everyone said yes, Baba said, now the sound of yours is being recorded on the tape. All of you also wish this. Baba alone does not want this. But you also want that you should become angels now. You wish this, do you not? You say yes, very well. Hearing you say yes, even Baba becomes happy. Where is the one who deals with the post? You receive many letters, do you not? Letters that should be thrown into the waste paper basket. Why? Because they are full of meh, full of complaints that come from body consciousness. Baba receives letters that you don't even feel like reading. From the envelope, you can understand that this letter is of such news. You receive so many useless letters. Good letters also come. Letters of love, letters of enthusiasm, letters of happiness also come. But useless letters also come. It is a waste of money and a waste of time, also a waste of energy, also the waste of resource that you are as someone who's in soul consciousness. You're wasting all of this not only for yourself but also for others. Transform even those who write such letters. Yesterday, Baba told us about the people who have a negative mindset to see the positive even in that. So transform even those who write such letters. Take away all the pain that they have, the grievance that they have by not giving us it the significance. If there is anyone like this at your center, then transform that one also. So what will this year be? The year will be that of an year of enjoyment. You are those who have the angelic form and those who live in the world of angels. Wherever you look, you only see angels. Some angels are flying, some are giving a message, some are performing actions with their physical organs, while some have whilst having come down onto the earth. This is why this is what should be visible. So right now we have 25 angels on the group. The world should change. Wherever you look, it is a world of angels. Let there be transformation of your vision and transformation of your attitude. Acha, we shall stop here for today. And tomorrow, Sister Deepa Ben, she shall be conducting the Murli further from here. What we shall do, we'll take a few moments to churn, to reflect onto the wonderful points that Baba shared in this part of the Murli. And then we'll be open to share. Okay, so let us have Baba's angelic children go all out on sharing today. Yes, over to you all.
Om Shanti. I like this point from today's Murli, that is, I and mine troubles you a lot. So we need to change the word I from body consciousness to soul consciousness. And we need to stabilize this word I. Om Shanti.
Very nice point, Sandhya. Thank you.
So one thing that really touched for me today was that you said, when Baba said in his message, my Baba, when you use this word, my Baba, it's not just the saying my, but actually feeling that from your heart. And I think there's a big difference in that, because when you actually connect deeply, there's an emotion that you can't explain. And you feel so deeply connected to Baba, to the image, to the entire creation, that it's so hard to explain. And that emotion that comes up is, I think, what Baba is referring to. That is one takeaway for me. And the second was also that when you say the other person is not giving you love, you still take the love, because behind his behavior or her behavior response, there is a hidden love. And to take that love, we have to identify that. So that's very important in our practical lives. Om Shanti.
Yes, sister.
Om Shanti. Uh, Today is yes, very good. Murli was listening, and I want to share my experience of today's. Today early morning, I got up and just got up early in the morning. Uh, about I don't know the timing. Then one thought came. बाबा ने उठाया होगा, काम होगा इसके लिए उठाया होगा. That's why I got up. I didn't see the time. What time I got up. And after half an hour, my that alarm was 3:25. The alarm rang. So okay, Baba. That's why. And one share I want to share that मैंने Baba से जब when I chit chat I'm doing with Baba, and then I talk to Baba. Baba तुम्हारी मर्जी से एक पत्ता भी नहीं हिलता. Then the Baba said कहा इसलिए तो सतयुग आता है. Baba ने कहा that's why the सतयुग is going. We're going way to come. बाद में हमने पूछा, I asked Baba, तो बाबा लाता कौन है? बाद में Baba say that yeah you people. बाद में I asked him कैसे? Okay, विनाश से, and the destruction. Just today's Murli that said no, the world transformation. So that's stage point I got it. That विनाश से. Then I asked, तो विनाश करने के लिए क्या चाहिए? Miss क्या चाहिए? I asked the question at that time. So Baba said that the atomic bomb चाहिए. Baba told me. And then I asked again, वो कौन है? So Baba said, you are the children, the Brahmins, Shiv Kumars and Shiv Kumaris are the atom bombs. जो एक ब्राह्मण 1,00,000 पे भारी होने होगा. एक ब्राह्मण 1,00,000 पे भारी होगा. And we are going to be 9 lakhs. अभी एक ब्राह्मण 1,00,000 पे भारी होगा. तो 9 lakhs to count how much this destruction you was going to take. Then calculator भी छोटा पड़ जाएगा. That is the thought. And second thought I got, that every thought we are getting, it is the Baba's thoughts. And I think, not I think, it's I am soul, and I am mind Baba. The Baba is getting this. Om Shanti. Thank you.
Om Shanti Kalpesh. By your day started with Rurihan with Baba today. Very nice.
Om Shanti. I would like to share that today's Murli is a lot of points are of dharana, application on yourself. Main point what Baba now want us to be in the stage of angelic. So, I mean, I don't know about people, but I feel that now our whatever we are listening from Baba, we have to apply every day. So first we have to create a vision, like how the angel looks like, and whether we are also like that. So whenever we give drashti to people, you get deeply connected with Baba, and then share your drishti with people, see them in the forehead as a soul. And definitely, if we try this practice every day to whom we come in the contact, I think the stage of angelic is not very far. But for that, we have to have deep love with Baba. And secondly, the application of the Murli every day on ourselves, and the checking ourselves instead of checking others. So I feel a lot that now the time has come, because we have started transforming ourselves with the old sanskars, but now the time has come that with that we have to be in this form, and we should start distributing Baba's love, Baba's gyan, and definitely the our drishti and the sakas to people. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Am I audible by?
Yes, Renuman, yes.
Okay. As for me, always I've noticed whenever certain points I take, say example, today Baba is telling elevated wishes and feelings, you have to have humility and so on, example. That's the time that Papers always comes to check on us. So Baba is always talking that we are world transformers and we have to become bestowers. I was just recalling an incident which happened in the working place. This father came to pick his daughter from class, and she was having extra class because of exams coming. We had already informed parents about it, and we also gave the child a letter, but he, being a cab driver, he didn't know about it. The child forgot to tell. So he stood on near the entrance, and he was very angry, very, very angry. Then I was just thinking, hey, Baba, please help, be with me. And that's the time we also learned how to give drishti, So I just looked at him and I said, I'm so sorry, uncle. Okay, I will. Then he said, no, you call her out of the class now itself. I'm taking her out of the class. I'm taking her out of your place totally. And they had 3 children studying there. All 3 were having very crucial exams. I told him I'm very sorry, but he is not in the mood to listen. So I called that girl. I asked her, did you tell your father? She said, no, I forgot. I say, he's very angry. You better pray to God. That time, she's a Muslim child. Then as she walked out, he almost wanted to slap her, but she just missed it. And he told me from today onwards, afterwards, none of them are coming. I just told to Baba, I left it. After a few days, the children start calling, Auntie, I want to come back to class and so on. I say, I have no problem. You speak to your father. If your father says okay, then okay. And he allowed them to come. And that particular evening, the following day, a few days later, I met him outside. He met me. I just smiled at him. He just took his 2 hands together and in the post of a namaste like that and asking for her forgiveness. He said in Malay, he said, I'm so sorry. I say, it's okay, never mind. I have nothing against. And after that incident onwards, they became very good friends, and the children also did very well in the exam. I think it's the love and care we give. So it's like that. So Baba is telling, if I'm not full, fill myself, because best of us children are supposed to be always full. Om Shanti Vaidji.
Thank you, sister. Thank you for sharing your experience.
Brother, I'll just like to share one more thing.
Yes.
There was a line in the Murli today which said that when someone dies in the worldly life and then you grieve that person,
Yeah.
and because you feel in the body consciousness, ye mera relative hai, my father, my mother, whatever. I just wanted to share my personal thing that I remember when my father, worldly father, passed many years back. Maybe I was already on the spiritual side. Like I always, though there was grief, of course, I'm not denying, but there was this happiness that finally, as a pure soul, he's gone and, in the angelic world and met everybody. I always got that experience. And because I got that experience, I still connect to him from the angelic worlds and subtle worlds as a pure soul. So my personal experience is, if you connect to everyone as a pure soul, and even those who are no longer on the earth, they all continue to connect to you as very pure souls, because you're in different realms, but you're all connected. You're just in different planes of existence. I just thought I'll share this. Om Shanti.
Yes. Yeah, it's a great point that you made here, sister. And to add on to what you said, what I would invite you to replace the word grief. When I say that, grief gets its weightage when we say it as grief. Actually, it could be just a remembrance. It could be an
True.
emotional connect. It can be a love. Why grief?
True.
Isn't it?
Yes, I agree. And
we make
actually,
it
that's
heavy.
what I meant. It's a loving connection, and which
It's a
I
loving
still
connection.
experience. Yeah, which I still experience.
Yeah.
Like, so I know he's there, like, in a pure form. So that connection is also a very deep connection. Yes.
When someone passes away, there are two ways to look at it and say, I'm missing that person. Now, missing is a feeling of deprivation. And when you say, I'm remembering this person, that is an experience of cherishing that person's presence in our lives, isn't it? So shifting it from having a negative emotion to an emotion, even in a challenging situation. And that can only happen when we move from our body consciousness, from the I and the mind, to going into the soul consciousness.
Absolutely. Thank you, brother.
All right. Amiben, can we move towards the meditation?
Sure.
Today, for the new year, Baba has given us the gift of being a giver. A giver of love, a giver of understanding, a giver of compassion. So wonderfully that we've got for ourselves today this beautiful world that we can create out of using the words of I and mine. I am a peaceful soul. I am a lucky soul. I am a blessed soul. All that I could have wanted for myself, is mine because Baba is mine and I am Baba's. How different would this world be against the longing in the material world? The material world weighs us down, and the blissful world has us fly high. Of all the people in the world, we are the ones who have been chosen to live that angelic life. What could be more of a fortune than to be chosen as a handful in the world of billions? Today is a new year for me, and with this new year, I'm making this resolution and promising to Baba and to myself that all that I will have is to give to people, and in whatever form they may behave with me, all that I'll do is take it in the form of love and not in the form of any negativity. Had this been just for me, I would have not been able to do it. Thank you, Baba, for being my combined partner, for infusing me with the wonderful virtues and values that has me think, talk, and act in such a blissful manner. I promise to abide by living this angelic life, and I promise to be with you to spread the goodness around. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. See you all tomorrow morning again at 5:30.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.